If you want to learn about AI with examples, this video is for you. We'll explain artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and generative AI. Then, we'll look at how they connect, and we'll also show examples to highlight the differences. So, what exactly is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence, or AI, is a huge field, and it's a branch of computer science. It is all about enabling computers to mimic human behavior. This includes things like seeing, understanding language, and making decisions. One great example of AI is the robot vacuum cleaner. It can see objects like your slippers. When it spots them, it knows to avoid them, and when you give it instructions, it turns those into actions. Now, let's talk about machine learning. Machine learning, or ML, is a subfield of AI. It is all about teaching systems to learn from data. Data can be anything. It can be text from books, photos that you've taken, videos that you watch, emails, and many more. It is different from explicit programming, where you need to program every step. The question now is, how does the system learn? Let's use an example of a system that sorts emails into spam and not spam. We give the system an example of a spam email, like this one here coming from a shady email address. We tell the system it should say it is spam. We also give it an example of a non-spam email, like this one coming from your friend's email address. We tell the system it is non-spam. But we do not give the system just one example of each. We actually give it many examples. If we feed it enough good quality data, it will learn the patterns. In machine learning, the system that learns the patterns is based on mathematical equations. It is called a model. The data here is called training data, and the process of teaching the model with training data is called model training. Once the model is trained, we start using it. For every new email that comes in, the model classifies it as spam or not spam. This step is called prediction. We talked about artificial intelligence and machine learning, but what is deep learning? Deep learning is a subfield of machine learning that uses something called artificial neural networks. Think of a neural network as a simplified version of the human brain. Our brains have neurons that process and share information. Neural networks have artificial neurons that do the same. And just like our brain strengthens or weakens connections between neurons as we learn, a neural network does the same to improve. Now, let me give you an example of what deep learning can do. We have a picture of a famous actor here. With deep learning, we can actually figure out what emotion he's showing. In the first picture, the model thinks he's happy. In the second one, the model thinks he's both angry and sad. Deep learning is not just for recognizing emotions. It is also at work when you use the segmentation feature on your phone to separate objects in a picture. We finally get to generative AI. As you probably guessed, it is a subfield of deep learning. Generative AI models are models that generate new data. They can generate text. For instance, you could ask DeepSeek for a recipe using strawberries, potatoes, almonds, and polenta, and it might suggest a strawberry almond polenta cake. They can also generate images. For example, you might ask Mistral to create a picture of a refrigerator floating in the middle of the ocean, and it will produce exactly that. Beyond text and images, generative AI models can produce videos. A well-known example is Sora. Sora is capable of generating realistic video content. Generative AI models can also produce audio. For example, with ChatGPT's voice conversation feature, the model responds by speaking directly to you in a natural voice. Here is a summary of what we've discussed.